that really don't matter that much, like cab drivers and
the cab driver. We talked about this one,
that
right?
Don't matter.
It was like, okay, we don't know where we're going. You follow that cab, and then he stops at a yellow light, and it's like now he's like, oh, where are we going? I don't know. We covered this very clearly. Like, even in the beginning, it wasn't just like you follow that. It's like, we don't know where we're going. You've got to stay close to that cab. Like, that's your thing. You follow him. And then he didn't. And he stopped at a yellow light, which I think is a meter running up tactic. And now we're lost. We don't know exactly what the restaurant's called or where it is. And I was grumpy toward him. But, dude, follow that cab.
Get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
That was a real failure. That guy was bad. I'm trying to think of some other times. Yeah, we were going to the Capitol Grill for second dinner. I think you and I were in a cab, and maybe Kitty and
Lozon or something were in the first cab.
Yeah, and then I had a girl with me. I don't know where she was at the time, but we were all split up, and we didn't know where the fuck we were going. And we were really dependent on following Joe's cab, and he dropped the ball big time. And he was just like shocked. He's like, "So where are we going?" And he's like, "We don't know. Like that's why you're following." Oh, well, it's not my fault. You know, the light is yellow. I have to stop. And blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and then he got us there, and he parked. I guess Woody called Joe or something like that, and he got us there, and he parked us on the other side of the street. And Woody's like, "We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Go down here, turn around, and drop us off on the right end of the street. Like what the fuck?"
But there was something about the street that wasn't like easily crossable. It might have had a median or something. No,
and there was a lot of
there.
traffic.
Yeah, like it was the sort of thing where like you got to drop us on the right side of the street. That you're freaking cab. You know, like
that's a big part of being a cabbie is getting people where they need to go, not in the vicinity of it.
I've jumped out of
pretty
cabs
damn
before.
close. I believe you have.
Kitty's really short with them as well. She was like, "Do you know where the convention center is?" And if they're like, let me see. We're getting out. She's just like out of the fucking cab. Like, you don't know where the convention center is, and you're a cab driver. Like, we just don't even need to talk. Like, it's not gonna work,
dude. So I was watching this thing about like the future of the world. There's a lot of really interesting stuff happening here. So one is cars where they drive themselves. And the impact that will have. Like one, of course, like all that time could be regained. If cars drive themselves, you know, somehow they think that means that people will start sharing cars more. Car sharing is supposed to be a really big thing coming up. Uber is changing things in a really big way. They think that Uber is the next step for last mile delivery. Something like Uber. No longer do you have like UPS trucks solely devoted to the task of last mile. There'll be Uber drivers who just like pick things up, handle their neighborhood, and last mile becomes like a crowdsourced type thing.
I don't want that to be crowdsourced.
No.
I want a bunch of fucks in their 1997 Dodge Stratus driving around with the whole neighborhood shit in there. I don't trust that guy.
No, I don't either.
There's a reason those jobs exist. I don't want this guy looking through everybody's stuff.
Yeah, I want one of those professional
Miss Johnson is
hires.
Exactly. I want someone qualified.
It does seem like
that rigorous training.
I'm really impressed with supply chain management. Like, they're good at it now. The fact that Amazon can get anything to me in a day if I pay an extra like $4.99 blows me away.
That is pretty cool.
That's so shocking. And but yeah, what if the new thing, like, because the downside of like big infrastructure delivery that's so impressive, the downside of that is they can't really do 4-hour delivery. That's not a thing. But you could totally have like Uber like delivery scabs taking things from the grocery store to your house.
Have you guys used Uber?
I never have. My ex-girlfriend was driving for Uber around the time we broke up, and she was enjoying that. I know she had her pistol in the front seat though.
I sometimes I think of Uber as my plan B. Like, if shit gets really fucked up, I'm totally driving drunks around on New Year's Eve.
Oh God!
Make like $500 that night.
I don't know if it's safer to drive drunk or with Woody. I'm not really sure. I know you'll be more likely to get to your destination if you're driving drunk.
I just, it's like I'm not paying attention or something. I don't know.